Hello and welcome to Introduction to Technical Analysis, Module 3, Topic 1, the primary trend. In this topic, we're going to cover what is the primary trend and the importance of the primary trend. We're also going to try and uncover how do we determine what is a bull market and what is a bear market. So let's get started. The primary trend is actually the overall long-term trend of that market. In the previous module, we uncovered the concept of trend, but bear in mind that there are various types of trends in the markets, and the all-important trend is the primary trend. This is the overall long-term trend of that market. Now, in order for a market to attain primary trend status, the rule of thumb is that the market trend should last for a minimum of 12 months. Now, it's all very well understanding that it's a 12-month trend, but how do we know when a primary market changes from a bear market to a bull market? The importance of the primary trend. Why is it so important? Well, the importance of this is that because big money is made by big moves in that market, and more money is lost by trading the short intraday trends of that market. So it's important to uncover how do we define the primary trend of that market. If you've got a good understanding of the primary trend, we as technicians and as traders are able to take advantage of the other types of trends in the market, namely the secondary trend in the market and the minor trends in that market. So there are various ways that we can actually go ahead and define a primary trend, and if you refer back to the actual manual that you are able to download in accompanying this video, you will notice that there are a couple of ways that we can define the primary trend. One of those ways is the Dow theory, which I'm not going to take you through now, because from a practical perspective, one needs to have a real grasp as far as the overall market is concerned. But from a practical perspective, and for ease of reference, we're going to concentrate on looking at how to define this primary trend by a simple moving average. Now, remember, a simple moving average is a number of days over a period of time, dividing it by that number of times. So each day represents, it's got the same weighting according to the markets. So now, how do we define this primary trend as far as a moving average, and what moving average do we use? Well, we actually use what we call a 200-day moving average. Well, why do you use 200 days, you may ask? Well, for the simple reason that in general terms, there are 200 trading days in 1 year. So by right, when a primary trend attains a primary trend, when a market attains a primary trend status, I said to you earlier that it needs to last for 12 months or more. So therefore, we'll look at the primary trend by understanding the 200-day moving average. However, there is a problem when one looks at a 200-day moving average, and this problem is basically the misinterpretation that many investors, many pundits will have when interpreting the 200-day moving average. Okay, so we understand that there's a misinterpretation that most investors and pundits will have when looking at a 200-day moving average. And in the following topics, we'll try and demystify this by showing you exactly how a 200-day moving average will define a bull market as well as a bear market.